What's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy, Mr. Duke. I coming at y'all with another video, man. And tonight, man, I'm going to talk about the NFL has agreed to a new CBA that will run through the 2030 season, yo. Before I get into this video, man, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on Instagram or send me a friend request on Facebook, I'm gonna have my Instagram and my Facebook information down in the description box. Come give me a follow on the gram. Come send me a request on the book. Come holler at your boy, yo. This is something that I'm kind of surprised that they vote. There was majority vote. To the new terms of the CBA. It's so funny that the vote came down to a difference of 60 people, yo. 60 people voted more voted more yes than no. So the changes predominantly is going to be that the owners have the flexibility to install a 17 game a regular season beginning as early as 2021. There will be a 20% increase in play for players. It will be, the salary cap has went up, I think, to 192 million or something like that. And something that's going to take effect immediately is that we will have 14 teams in the playoff now instead of 12, which we've been having for the last however many years. Which means is that the only teams that's going to get a first round bye in each conference is the teams with home field advantage, and we will have 6 wild card games as opposed to 4. My thoughts on it, unfortunately, for the guys that's the ex players, that's living off of this pension and everything. Their rent review has went down. Their payment has went down 20%, man. That's a significant decrease for them, yo. Unfortunately for them. I'm not gonna sit here like they making minimum wage or they gonna be living way worse than any one of us. But for them, man, to be used to making that type of money and then it's gonna be lowered by 20%. A lot of these people, their lifestyles change. That's a significant hit, for the former players, especially those disabled and all that. So, we hope everything works out with them. It should, like I said, they have way more money than we do. But at the same time, a lot of them might have, spent money on certain things to where, that could cause some guys, to go bankrupt. But for the players, like I said, it's more money for them. It's more money in their pocket. A lot of guys are speaking up, disappointed in the decision, because, it's an extra game, that they're going to have a regular season game that they potentially going to have to play, an extra wild card game for some teams that they're going to have to play. It's one less preseason game, but nevertheless, man, it's more wear and tear on these guys' body. They are getting compensated for it, but a lot of them, they wasn't all cool with this. But, when you want things to go a certain way or to make a difference, you got to go out there and vote, man. And the problem is, I think I seen something where they said over 500 of the players did not vote. And that makes a huge difference when you talk about 60 votes, going one way over the other. Basically is affecting their lifestyle, their lives when the NFL, for the next 10 years. So, it's like in anything, whether it's politics or anything, man. We quick to complain whenever certain people get elected or other officials take over. But at the end of the day, yo, if you want to make a difference, you go out there and you vote, yo. You vote whether it's for the president, governor, police off sheriffs, whatever, and now there's this new CBA for the NFL players. So for them, it's unfortunate for them because apparently from what I'm seeing, even though more voted yes than no, a lot of these guys are not happy with this, yo. But me personally, as an NFL fan, I don't mind an extra wild card game just as a fan. It makes the playoff hunt, I think a little more intriguing. You adding like a couple of more teams are going to still be, in the hunt and in the race when we get to the final week of the season. So that should make for things to be even a little more interesting. And then you're gonna have these 2 versus 7 matchups, which you would think for the most part that the two is going to just run away with those games, but nevertheless we'll see. it makes for more intriguing football as a fan. Selfishly, I like the extra team in the playoff, man. I don't know how I would feel quite about a 17 game regular season because I'm just curious of how they gonna add the 17 team because the schedule format is like you play your division opponents. All three of the other division opponents twice, which is 6 games. Every year it's a round robin of which division you match up with in your own conference and which division you match up with in the other conference. Which altogether that's another what 3, 4 games. From the AFC to the NFC or whatever. So that gives you 10. Then you have another 4 games matching up with a whole division that gives you 14. And then if you finish first place, second, third, fourth, you match up with that team that finished in that same place in that division in your conference, to make for the other 2 games, yo. So I'm curious where the 17th game gonna come in. Do they add an extra team out of the same conference? Do you get another? I don't know how that's gonna go. Like that's the one thing. They've been making it a 17 game regular season. I have no idea, how that's going to play out. So I'm curious to see how that whole scheduling format go. So that's why I'm kind of like, yeah, when it comes to the 17 game regular season. But I like the extra playoff game, man. But like I said, unfortunate for the retired players and for the players that didn't want this to happen. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. They got to go out there and make the best of it. You are getting compensated millions of dollars. And as fans, like I said, I think we're going to like the extra playoff game, yo. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Go on, hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. Y'all may have Philadelphia Eagles and NFL content throughout the year. Also, this coming Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to do my live Q&A. Y'all can come on there, ask me anything, tell me anything. I'll answer your questions, respond to your comments, and give you a shout out on the live, yo. Y'all should come join me. It'll be some good stuff. Until then, yo, y'all have a blessed one. Fly, Eagles, fly.